Good evening, Empire Oaks students. Thank you for joining me for Sunday Stories. Tonight's story is called The Most Magnificent Thing by Ashley Spires. You ready, Rocky? Are you ready? You ready for the story? This has a little pug in it, just like you, little pug. This is a regular girl and her very best friend in the whole wide world. They do all kinds of things together. They race, they eat, they explore, they relax. She makes things. He unmakes things. One day, the girl has a wonderful idea. She is going to make the most magnificent thing. She knows just how it will look. She knows just how it will work. All she has to do is make it, and she makes things all the time. Easy peasy. First, she hires an assistant. Who's her assistant? Is that also her best friend and dog? Next, they gather their supplies. They set up somewhere out of the way and get to work. The girl tinkers and hammers and measures while her assistant pounces and growls and chews. When she is finished, she steps back to admire her work. She walks around one side. Her assistant examines the other. It doesn't look right. Her assistant picks it up and gives it a shake. It doesn't feel right either. They are shocked to discover that the thing isn't magnificent or good. It isn't even kind of sort of okay. It's all wrong. The girl tosses it aside and gives it another go. She smooths and wrenches and fiddles. Her assistant circles and tugs and wags. When she is finished, she stands up and takes a long look at it. Her assistant gives it a nudge with his paw. The thing is still wrong. She decides to try again. The girl saws and glues and adjusts. She stands and examines and stares. She twists and tweaks and fastens. She fixes and straightens and studies. She tries all different ways to make it better. She makes it square. She makes it round. She gives it legs. She adds antenna. She makes it fuzzy. She makes it long, short, rough, smooth, big, small, and one even smells like stinky cheese. But none of them are magnificent. Her hard work attracts a few admirers, but they don't understand. They can't see the magnificent thing that she has in her mind. She gets mad. Uh-oh. Have you ever been trying to make something and you get frustrated and mad? The angrier she gets, the faster she works. She smashes pieces into shapes. She jams parts together. She pummels the little bits in. Her hands feel too big to work, and her brain is just too full of all the not right things. If only the thing would just work. Crunch. The pain starts in her finger. It rushes up to her brain, and she explodes. It isn't her finest moment. I am no good at this. I quit. Her assistant suggests a walk. It's not much help at first, but before long, she starts to feel different. Bit by bit, the mad gets pushed out of her head. As they stroll along, she comes across the first wrong thing she made. The bad feelings are about to start all over again. Then she notices something surprising. There are some parts of the wrong things that are really quite right. The bolts on one, the shape of another, the wheel to seat ratio of the next. There are all sorts of parts that she likes. See all of her inventions here? And she's starting to see little bits from each one that she might be able to use. By the time she reaches the end of the trail, she finally knows how to make the thing magnificent. She gets to work. She works carefully and slowly, tinkering, hammering, twisting, fiddling, gluing, painting. Her assistant makes sure there are no distractions. See him chasing off a squirrel? This is the perfect thing to ward off bears. This will stop that leak. This one's all wet. The afternoon fades into evening. Finally, she finishes. She alerts her assistant. The pair take a good long look. It leans a little to the left, and it's a bit heavier than expected, but the color could use a bit of work too. But it's just what she wanted. They climb aboard and take it for a spin. They are not disappointed. It really is the most magnificent thing. You see what she made there? It's like a cute little sidecar for her scooter that her pug can ride in, her very best friend. Isn't that sweet? All right, boys and girls. So this story is connected to the last few stories that we've read about perseverance and not giving up when you're trying to do something. So you saw all of the emotions that the little girl in this story felt while she was trying to invent the most magnificent thing. At first, she was excited, and then you could tell she was getting frustrated. She got mad. She even hurt herself while she was trying to make her thing. And in the end, she was successful because she didn't give up. So a wonderful story, again, about perseverance. And I want you to listen to the Monday morning message. And in the Monday morning message, Reese will tell you all about the weekly challenge for this week. And it has to do with this story, okay? And one participant will win a copy of the book. So check out the Monday morning message for the weekly challenge. I hope you guys enjoyed the story this evening, The Most Magnificent Thing by Ashley Spires. Have a wonderful evening and sweet dreams.